But if we're stuck with our own money, then at least Russian money could be used. And I'm absolutely convinced that in this building and certain buildings out there, there are smart people who would offer solutions, legal ways how to handle that.
Good morning. 3 points on today's agenda: the Russians' aggression against Ukraine, the crisis in the Middle East, and the situation in Sahel. Today, discussions on Russian aggression against Ukraine takes place at a significant moment. 10 years since Russia occupied Crimea, 2 years since the brutal aggression against Ukraine, and less than 1 month until the presidential elections in Russia. On the Alexei Navalny death, there is no doubt about the Putin's regime responsibility. It will remain a symbol for the fight for democracy, dignity, human rights and freedom. It is a loss for all the Russians who fight for freedom and democracy. I welcome the presence today of his wife, Yulia Navalnaya, in a very, very difficult moment for her and her family. It is very important to continue our support, our multidimensional support for Ukraine, our firm commitment in supporting Ukraine. Our unity should be highlighted, especially now when we commemorate 2 years since the brutal aggression of Russia against Ukraine. I will call for reaching an agreement on the European Peace Facility and the creation of the Assistance Fund for Ukraine. It is also important to continue to keep the pressure on Russia and to swiftly adopt the 13th package of sanctions and to start our work for a next package on sanctions. It is also important to continue our work with Ukraine and the Republic of Moldova on the enlargement process, and I'm looking forward to the European Commission progress report in March. On the second package of sanctions, under the regime countering the destabilization of Republic of Moldova, I welcome the work and I hope for adoption of this regime this week. I also want to underline how important it is for all of us, again, to continue our support for Ukraine. On the crisis in the Middle East, I will express our concerns over the very dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. Civilians must be protected under the international humanitarian law, and Romanian government will continue to support and to provide humanitarian assistance for the civilian in Gaza. And humanitarian assistance should be allowed to enter Gaza. At the same time, it is very important, and I will call for the immediate release of all hostages. We have to continue our work together with our partners, US, UK, and the partners in the region to resume the Middle East peace process based on two-state solutions. I also welcome the launch today of the EU operation in Red Sea. On the situation in Sahel, we will discuss the EU engagement and in the region and its adaptation to the new reality on the ground. Thank you.
Minister, just about the Middle East,
yes.
You talk about your word about the civilian in Gaza. Meanwhile, the Israeli government is preparing to invade Rafah. Is there any plan to avoid this invasion?
We will discuss this issue with the ministers today. Thank you.